Okay, hello. Nice to see you. Long time no see. I say recently, it was quite a while ago now because I'm very slow. My apologies on that. I, this year, went to Confuzzled, and for the first time in quite a while, I was actually involved in a panel. I ran a sort of fursuit photography, well, kind of general photography-based sort of tips and advice, which I actually very much intend on running every year because I very much enjoyed it. So hopefully, I'll have one next year as well. Anyway, I'm not going to be posting my entire panel on here because the sort of filming that I did on it wasn't the highest quality, so I'll work on that next year. And also, don't want to give away all my secrets without you coming to my actual panel. But one of the things that I did do in this actual sort of photography meet and greet and panel kind of thing itself was kind of set what I jokingly called homework. For the people that came and watched. It was kind of a little bit of a fun competition. This consisted of essentially 4 pictures that I wanted people to go out there and take during the con, and then they can send them to me afterwards, and I'd go through them, discuss them, and sort of show some of my favorites, and I don't know, just get kind of talking about photography, which is obviously a subject I very much enjoy. Now, the first of these kind of 4 categories was essentially a candid photograph. Something that isn't your typical sort of convention staged fursuit photography picture that you'd expect. This could be of friends. I'll show some sort of examples of things that I've taken in the past with my sort of conventions. I think it's important to have photographs that show the con experience and the friends that you were spending that time with. In kind of a natural setting and not always just kind of a staged way. The example that I would like to share from sort of the ones that I had submitted to me, that's my favorite of the kind of candid selection that I got, is this one by Crimson. I really enjoy the vibe. I think this very much suits the kind of like 1 a.m. convention lobby, not really a defined activity, but everyone's just kind of hanging out doing their own thing. You've got Keys playing some music down there. There's a lot of energy in this photograph. If I'm to look at it on a technical level, I think the framing's good. There's clearly defined subjects. There's a lot of movement going on. It's kind of a photo that draws you in. You kind of want to see what's going on. I'm not going to say too much about this. It's not a photograph like critique. I'm not going to go down every single thing that I could possibly think of and change. But overall, I think it does exactly what I asked for in a candid photo. It's got some suitors, some non-suitors, and it doesn't look like it was a staged photograph for this. It just is, one of those things walking around that you see and you go, oh, look at that. My personal favorite candid photograph I took at the convention, I actually took while talking to somebody about photography in the bar, and then looking over from me, I saw a fursuiter sat at the table and just snapped a picture with my camera. So, candid photographs like this, they really capture the vibe of a convention without having to have it as a staged thing. The next sort of category that I did was like, a fursuit photo. You can't have a fursuit photography tips panel without asking people to go and take a picture of a fursuit, okay? So I did. Again, I'm not going to show all of them, but you'll have to forgive me for the username pronunciation here, but Felonous Fish? Anyway, that's your act, so I apologize if I've got your name entirely wrong, but this is the image that they took, and what I really love about this one, the lighting for one, it's very different, it's very unique, I really enjoy that, but it has one of the elements that I talked about specifically in my panel, which is sort of having layers to the image that you take. I think the fact that they have a foreground, they add some depth with that sort of obscuring the suitor in the front. I think that's really, really good. It kind of adds that little bit more interest, a little bit more intrigue in the picture. And yeah, I just really love it. I think it's a very interesting picture of a fursuiter, and they're obviously posing in a very adorable way. So yeah, really like this one. Really good work. The next category that I did was sort of a non-suitor photo specifically. So deliberately asking someone to take pictures of someone not in suit. Because I often, when you look back at convention images, yeah, fursuits are lovely, but it's your friends, it's these people, your found family that you meet up with once a year, sometimes even less than that at a convention. You want to remember them. You want to remember the actual human, weird, fleshy creature beneath, oh my god, a hand, beneath the sort of carpet costume. So so some non-suitor photographs. Now my favorite one of those was this one here by Sandy B. Fox. Again, it's got that con lobby vibe. I like the lighting, it's a little bit dim. It's the kind of picture you can look back on as a fond memory and really kind of think, yeah, you know what, yeah, it happens to be at a furry convention, but it's just me, it's some friends hanging out, playing a bit of music here in this picture. I just really like the kind of casual, laid-back energy of it. It feels very nostalgic, despite being kind of a modern photo. photo, if that kind of makes sense. The next category was just kind of a personal favorite photo. I left this one open because regardless of what sort of section any image falls into, we all have those pictures we take and we go, oh, do you know what? I love that one. That one's my favorite. So I just kind of left this as an open category. Entertainingly, I will add, I think Sandy B. Fox kind of slightly misunderstood the category because I don't think this picture here was taken at Confuzzled. Now, I might be wrong. But I don't remember a jet arriving. So this might just be a personal favorite picture you've taken at some other point in your life, in which case it is a really, really cool picture. Slight misunderstanding of the task there. Apologies if I didn't explain it properly. But favorite photo from the con. I stand corrected if there was a jet that showed up. No, my chosen picture from the submissions that I had for this particular category was very close between a few different images. But Zephyr, I think it is, Zephyr Floofy Derg. I just really enjoyed this one. I just think it's really good fun. Standing on top of a car. Hopefully you had permission from whoever's car that was. I'm going to assume it was either yours or the person in the image. But it just made me smile. You know, without going too technical on it, I just like this. I think it just made me laugh. And you know what? Any kind of picture that can get an emotion out of someone, that's a successful photograph. That's a good image. So, yeah, well done. Now, as I just sort of sign off and finish up with the video now, I'm just going to show some general other submissions that I got, because I got so many lovely pictures from asking people to do this. I got a lot more than I thought I would, and I want to thank each and every one of you who sent in a photograph to me, and I'd love, again, to do the same thing next year. So they're going to be kind of rolling by while I talk. But although it's not all just about winning in a competition, I did promise that I would give away a prize of some description, because I hadn't thought about what I was actually going to give away, but some sort of prize to my favorite overall picture that I was submitted. The winner of that one is this image here by Spirits. I really enjoy it, okay? It's kind of candid, it's also a little bit staged, it's one of those capturing of moments kind of photography. It technically works very, very well, the exposure is very good, the framing's very good. When I think of a convention, it's moments like this, again, that I really remember, and I really, really enjoy the elements of this image. It's got the layering, it's got the suitors in the front and the back, it's got the action, it's got the tail being grabbed, the photographer out of there, the focus is bang on, the exposure is really good, it's kind of candid, kind of staged, it's got a little bit of a mixture of everything, and I think you've done a brilliant job capturing that. And I also know as well that this was taken just with a phone, so, you know, shows you don't even need a big fancy camera. I made a point of that when I was doing my panel, and it really does show, and I haven't selected this for that reason. In fact, it was only after having selected this as my favorite image that I found out that it was just taken with a phone, and yeah, that's just shows what we've all got carrying around with us these days. It's a pretty capable camera, so, you know, don't let technology ever hold you back from taking images. Oh, I hit my microphone there. Anyway, overall, that's pretty much everything. I know this is only a short video, but I just wanted again to thank everybody who has submitted an image, and yeah, it really made my convention. I think it was absolutely fantastic, and I very, very much enjoyed it. Although, before I go, I did promise a prize, okay? So, Spirits, I have commissioned this artwork here for you from Dill, or Dill Pickle on X, and I hope you really enjoy it. I know it's only something small, but I just thought I'd keep it photography themed. Anyway, yeah, that's everything. I've never really had an outro for these. I guess I'll just stop the video in an entertaining and abrupt way.